Wow, it seems that the truth about the Tournament of Power has just been revealed to everybody, because we were so caught up in all the fights going on between all the different universes that we forgot to notice that if you lose, your universe goes bye-bye. What's up, guys? Dale here, back with my first review for Dragon Ball Super. And this was a quite interesting episode to have my first review on. Universes being erased after they've lost in a tournament was something I was really pondering about. I was thinking, are they really going to go through with it? Or are they just going to, create some kind of artificial danger for us to be engaged in when the tournament starts and to be afraid when Universe 7 is about to lose or something? But as you've seen in this episode 98, once you lose, immediately after you lose, you're gone and your entire universe is gone too. So that begs the question, is everyone really going to go? Because I really want some of the universes to stay, like Universe 6 and Universe 11 especially. Those two universes, they need to stay in the Dragon Ball universe because I want some stuff after the Tournament of Power for them to be involved in. So it'd be interesting to see where they go, where they take the story and how they kind of rectify all these universes being destroyed. And if they just destroy everything and then just make it a clean slate at the end with Universe 7, then I don't know, that would be kind of a dull ending, because I'm expecting some kind of twist somewhere halfway through the tournament, where there's new rules added, which would probably happen because the Daishinkai, he really looks like he has some kind of plan for this whole tournament. Because if you see his faces once the universe got erased, he kind of looks almost sinister, like he has something against all these different universes or something, where all of this cultivates into one plan, which, could be just ridiculous. Could be just that he doesn't really care about anything and just, it's fun for him just as much as it is for Zeno and, no, both the Zenos anyway. So the main focus for this episode was Universe 7 versus Universe 9. Well, basically it was Goku and Vegeta versus Universe 9. But in the beginning of the episode, at the end of last episode, we saw Goku was surrounded by the entire universe. And then he was doing his thing. Mainly he was fighting the trio of the dangers, the dogs or wolves. I don't know, they look like they're dogs anyway. The trio of dogs. And they introduced their new team move, the Dangerous Triangle. I think it was Dangerous Triangle. No, Triangle of Death. One of the two. The tacky name either way. They kept on, referring to jokes about the name being tacky and everything about the universe being tacky anyway, because I think they're very a desolate kind of universe that has really nothing shining for them. So that's why they're kind of bottom of the barrel, and they, everyone fights for scraps there, and it's just a terrible universe. But anyway, Goku's struggling versus them, but Whis kind of explained it, saying Goku's just tempering himself because going blue is just too much of a stamina drain. And in this tournament, you want to survive up until the end. So, that's why he's in his base form, I guess. And he's kind of using bursts of energy instead of just going all out at once and fighting everyone. So, it didn't create any kind of tension for me because already knew Goku's going to handle all of them. So, there isn't any point. But it was entertaining to see them try. And it was entertaining to see them introduce some of their fighters from Universe 9. Especially the guy with the iron skin and the girl with the claw. She was just like a girl with a claw. But the guy with the iron skin was pretty interesting. Goku was punching on, didn't really do anything. And I thought that was cool. But the coolest part of their universe is the trio of the dangers. And their triangle attack was alright up until Goku used his barrier and he kind of just stopped everything from happening. And then Vegeta joins the fray, and then it just, it gets worse for them pretty much. They kind of struggle together, but they did introduce this new thing where they, where Vegeta kind of capitalizes on a moment, and then he attacks, and then Goku follows up and knocks out 3 of them all at once. And I think they really stood on that point of being decisive, and I think that's gonna be something that's important later on for this universe, or something that's just important throughout this entire arc in the tournament, where you know, you have to capitalize on the most decisive moments in order to win. You don't have to be the strongest, but if you see an opening, you better take it. And then there was this other part where they, you know, they kind of sidetracked from that the battle between Goku and Vegeta in Universe 9 to go to Frieza versus one of the warriors from Universe 9, where he was just torturing him to the point where the guy just ran out of the ring. I mean, Frieza, I mean, I love how they didn't forget who Frieza is and what Frieza is like. He's not even caring about knocking people out the ring. He's just torturing people. He blasted off the guy's wings, and it was just, whatever he did to him, we didn't see, but the guy ran away anyway. So that was pretty funny. I really enjoyed that moment. And then I did enjoy the moment where Goku and Vegeta turned the tables, especially the time. What was the time? Someone approached, I think it was Bagama who approached Goku, and he kind of spun around him, blasted him off, and then blasted off Basil. And then Vegeta just handled the rest of them. It was a fitting ending for Universe 9 because, you know, they're kind of bottom of the barrel and they're just like a terrible universe. And, you know, it was pretty much obvious that they were going to get knocked out first anyway. And especially by 2 warriors from one universe, that was just, I mean, well, basically 3 if you count Frieza, but I mean, it just proves how useless they were. So them being erased doesn't really, it's not really big of an impact really, because like they were useless in the first place. So them being destroyed is kind of fitting, I guess, because they were going to destroy themselves anyway. Looking how, when we went back to how the universe was, when they were looking for fighters, there was so much like, you know, fighting going on in their universe that they were going to destroy themselves anyway. So it was, you know, they had to go anyway. Also, that Final Flash Kamehameha mix-up was very, very cool. And I liked how they kind of showed the shots of Cauliflower, Kale, and who they show? One of the robots from the robot universe. I don't remember the universe name, but that was a pretty cool shot of them just blasting the Trio of the Dangers away. And yeah, that was I would say the episode was alright. It kind of, you know, added a lot of filler pieces in between to kind of stretch out the entire fight through the whole episode. But, you know, it's kind of something I've gotten used to, so I can't really harp on that too much. The episode, it was alright. It wasn't one of the greatest episodes of Super, but I did enjoy some moments in the episode, and they did touch on some things that I think will be important throughout this entire tournament. So yeah, that was my review for episode 98. I promise to get better at doing this because this is my first time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about this episode in the comment section below, and tell me what you think is the overarching story behind the universe. I mean, the Tournament of Power, and whether you think the Daishinkai has a plan or not, or anybody higher up just has some kind of agenda for this tournament in the first place. Peace.